Hey everyone, welcome to my Stargirl review. This is gonna be episode 3 from season 3. Sylvester's in town marketing, trying to find balance, and he ends up going to the diner. Yolanda's there, and she's asking Sylvester how was Ted Grant like, if he would have been proud of what Yolanda's been doing as Wild Cat and being part of the GSA. And Sylvester said he would be because she's been through a lot and she stands up for herself and stands up for what's right. I really appreciate seeing Yolanda doing a lot of brilliant stuff like that all the way. It's early morning for them, and Courtney makes breakfast for everyone, and she's instantly talked about the campus murder and making Barbara a little bit uneasy, like it's too early for this. Now nowhere the crowds just bulging as if they've been making food all morning in the kitchen, even though they obviously haven't. And did they break any doors? They just leave the door unlocked. I don't know. I don't know why he does that, but apparently that's what he does. It's the quartz break, and then we learn that there's a lot of files that have been leaked on through Beth's midnight goggles, and we learn that Rick lives on his own. Just his uncle Matt just left, and Rick doesn't care about what happened to him. So apparently he's out of the hospital from. If you remember that Pat and spoke to him that one time. The files were leaked by Sydney, who has the gambler's laptop, and he's also trying to find. She wants information on her dad, the Dragon Keenan. She has so many incorrect passwords. She doesn't know the password to get access to that, and she has a shotgun, and she doesn't. It doesn't work for her for this episode because who knows? And I'm surprised the laptop didn't lock itself out. Yeah, that's must be on computer. Sydney wants going to find balance as well, and then Cameron is also there. Connie is there and saying hi to Cameron, and Cameron basically knows Connie. And then we see that another scene, Paula needs to make some sort of initiation speech for the Women's Rotary Club, which she signed up for last time because of her chocolate cake that tasted so good, apparently to everyone. Barbara's boss, Tim, is basically there and disapproves of Barbara's proposal for basically her work, and that's something that Paula is wondering that who's he, like, and I thought she was going to go after him, but that's what happened later. So then Starman is trying to research his a newspaper, like what type of jobs he's maybe interested in, and Pat and the cat dude tells Starman stories about the fact that like he's not junk. The professor feels that he feels like trash. The fact that Pat wants to support him on a good career path, that's something that is really useful for him. Apparently they learned that some way the deposits that the gambler had came from the this guy named Ivan Hansen, which is around the quads. Apparently, who knows what that is? But then Connie wants to figure out a plan to get the quads to confess if they did or didn't kill the gambler. With Pat's help, they plan to do that. But then Sydney, apparently actually she agrees. And they're doing this for Artemis because they want Artemis to be about question Paula. Then in the classroom, we see that Cameron is acting up, and he's acting up in front of his teacher, and even Work overhears him, and Work tells him to stop being jerk, and they just get really heated between those two. Definitely the teacher that calms him down, and then basically Work wants him not to do that, and otherwise things will be messy, like. I see, and yeah, I see Rick's point, and I also see understand why Cameron's upset, with himself. This is one of those powers and probably messes with his mood. And then in parking lot, we see that Cameron Flans uses powers. Apparently they worked, and he Flans Greg's tires, which will they'll lay him later to the JSA later. We see that Sydney is knocked on the door trying to talk to Sylvester, and Sylvester doesn't trust Sydney at all, so he wants basically slams the door on her face really rudely. Like, that was really tense there as well, seeing how he doesn't trust anyone from the ISA, especially Joanne Keen's daughter. So it's all real interesting seeing why that is with him between those two. And during all this, Mike overhears like and sees him walk away, trying to confront the car accident. The team wants to talk to them, and then apparently I think it feels like Mike was one who caught Sydney, not Sydney, Courtney about the fact that Sylvester's on his way fine, or about to fight the guards, and then we see that he fights them at this grocery store, and then he makes a big mess, and the fight scene is really excellent. I love the tension between those two, and he just I'm surprised the staff listens to Sylvester's commands. He's basically like doing that a big mess, and then Pat shows up as Stripes, telling Sylvester that that's enough. He's basically overkill over there, what he just did. And we learned that the Quartz were allegedly accused of doing that past ISA crimes, and which is not what they're known for anymore. They want to change, and then we see that they were blackmailed by the gambler, but then the gambler apparently paid him back. So anyway, the gambler was about to change and become a good person until he was murdered. So at the end of the episode, or last episode, what they were worried about the fact that they didn't do it half a day. Were they worried about the team being? Were they worried about the fact that the team would have known about the blackmail? Just in order for that to happen, Cindy would have to access the laptop and have to take the net and then giving the information to Bev to link the rest of the GSA. So a lot of things had to lead up to all that, and I don't know why they were, unless it was screen out, so I don't know why Crusher and Paula were worried at all in the first place. I guess if they were, because there was a lot of steps that they had to go through for the GSA to know what happened with the blackmail. Sylvester tells Pat that he's a side character and he would do the side character thing, which makes no sense now. And Pat really stands up for himself, fully just. I agree with Pat all the way, the fact that whether he likes it or not, he has a responsibility for Courtney, and the fact that there was a point when Courtney thought that Sylvester was her father, and the fact that her real one left and never cared to see her again, and the fact that he was those two are basically Pat and Sylvester are Courtney's father figures, and the fact that Sylvester and Pat are Courtney's parental guidance. They're the father figures, and they are there to be there for Courtney. And we learned that Sydney wants Starman's approval with everything going on. The fact that she is new to the JSA team, and I understand her point, but it's weird that she had to go through so many steps with the laptop to figure out how the gambler, what type of stuff the gambler had on the quads, and then how she's also to chemical, chemical, and she's also hiding the laptop information from the rest of the GSA, so she's trying not trustworthy 100% yet, so who knows how that will play out for her. We see that Courtney wants her to bet that if she turns on the GSA again, that she'll be off the team, rightfully so. And they agree with that. And then we see that later on, that's Davey said that Cameron is talking to Courtney, the fact that he feels upset that he ignored her, and the fact that they decide to go for a walk, and towards later in the night time, apparently, and they're about to hold hands, but then he stops the walk because he probably doesn't want Courtney to feel too close with him, and maybe the fact that it's a little much and too early for him to be that way, and maybe he doesn't want Courtney to find out that he has powers yet, so yeah, this powers probably all for an effect right now. He doesn't want Courtney to worry for him too much. And then Paula talks to Tim, apparently, so who knows what happened to him. And then there's a lot we hear like growling after they show security cameras, this guy with leather gloves like growling, and Stuntman is at the murder scene, and Mark is seen Pat sew something, probably his work uniform for some reason, and then we'll go back to them where the gambler was murdered. When we see that Sylvester got lifted away, then he fell, and he was most likely dead. Who knows? I'm pretty sure he might be, so who knows what's going to happen there. There's a lot of tense things to happen with this episode, especially with Sylvester. I've seen now the fact that he's going to have to be a parental figure for Courtney if he's alive, and who knows what Cindy's going to do with the laptop, and will she have access to those files, and also keep in mind the fact that Mike overheard Triple Dane, so this is also trying to do detective work as well, and also there's also the fact that there's a little bit of tension between work and Cameron, so who knows if they're for each other later, then just maybe Cameron will add up, but then you never know. And I love the scene. That's a really awesome episode. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. I really feel like this show really brings a lot of created really lines up the characters and shows a lot of sides of the characters we never thought we would ever see before. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. I'll see you soon. Bye.